Oh, I gotta pee so bad. I was in line. Oh man, I gotta pee so bad. I gotta pee so bad. Oh, you gotta pee? Let me show you why. You sit right here, okay? Glomerular filtration is the first step that the kidneys take to produce urine. Filtration takes place in the renal corpuscle, which is located inside the kidneys. Here I've drawn a picture for you of the Bowman's capsule. This is the afferent arteriole, efferent arteriole. Here is the glomerulus. Filtration takes place in the renal corpuscle as fluid moves from the glomerulus into the capsular space. In the corpuscle, there are glomerular capillaries, and these capillaries are fenestrated capillaries, which is a capillary containing pores allowing for filtrates to pass through. A filtrate is a protein-free solution that is similar to blood plasma. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
An afferent arteriole leads to the fenestrated glomerular capillaries, and anything that is too large or doesn't have the right charge exits via the efferent arteriole. The efferent arteriole has a smaller diameter than that of the afferent. There's a capsule around this glomerulus capillary called the Bowman's capsule. In between this capillary and the capsule is the capsular space. This is where the filtrates are passed into once they are filtered out of the glomerular capillary. The Bowman's capsule is composed of two layers of cells, an inner layer that closely covers the glomerulus, and an outer layer that is continuous with the inner layer and the wall of the renal tubule. The Bowman's capsule function is to filter blood to form urine. It allows liquids and small particles of solid to pass through, but prevents the larger structures, for example blood cells, from passing through. The visceral epithelium covers the glomerular capillaries, while the capsular epithelium is simple squamous and lines the outer wall of the capillary. Podocytes are in the visceral epithelium. They are cells that have feet called pedicels. They line around the capsule, and what these do is create filtration slits in between them. These filtration slits make the space so small that materials passing out the blood at the glomerulus must be a certain size. Not everything can get out. Basically, everything so far has just been making sure that only small things can get through and larger things have to exit through the afferent arteriole. Mesangial cells are specialized cells that are located around the blood vessels in the kidneys. They are specialized smooth muscle cells that function to regulate blood flow through the capillaries. They control capillary diameter and the rate of capillary blood flow. The glomerular filtration rate is the amount of filtrate the kidneys produce each minute. A typical glomerular filtration rate in a healthy individual is 120 to 125 milliliters per minute. There are three ways to regulate glomerular filtration rate: autoregulation, hormone regulation, and autonomic regulation. Autoregulation is how the arterioles react to maintain adequate glomerular filtration rate. Hormonal regulation involves angiotensin II. This causes a brief, powerful vasoconstriction of arterioles and precapillary sphincters, which then raises the arterial pressures throughout the body. In autonomic regulation, sympathetic postganglionic fibers also produce a powerful vasoconstriction. These cause this on the afferent arterioles. This then slows down the glomerular filtration rate. Glomerular hydrostatic pressure is the blood pressure in the glomerular capillaries. This pressure tends to push water and solute molecules out of the plasma and into the filtrate. Blood colloid osmotic pressure draws water out of the filtrate and into the plasma. This opposes filtration. Net filtration pressure is the total pressure pushing on the glomerular capillaries. It is the sum of the other two pressures, hydrostatic and osmotic. Glomerular hydrostatic pressure is the blood pressure in the glomerular capillaries. This pressure tends to push water and solute molecules out of the plasma and into the filtrate. There are three more steps that your body must take in order to produce urine, but this is the first step of them. Isn't that crazy? You can go to the bathroom now.
I don't even have to go anymore.